Hello, everyone, and welcome to Reading Workshop. This is Ms. Phillips, and today is Thursday, November 12th, 2020. We are going to connect new information to the known information that we already know about a topic today. The materials you will need for this lesson are the student copy of The Summer of the Shark, which is linked into the framework and also into Google Classroom for today. You will need your reading journal and your pencil as well. If you do not have these supplies, go ahead and pause the video, collect your supplies, then come right back and press play. Okay, do you have all your supplies? Great. Our objectives for today are: I will model how to connect known and new information from a text. We will recognize the new information and how it may alter our misconceptions, and you will use the strategies to make connections while reading. I've got a really good article to show you today, all about sharks. Look at the jaws on this cover. The great white looks ready to attack. It seems like the media always portrays sharks as vicious killers. I wonder if that's really true. I'm hoping to learn more information about sharks when I read this today. I want you to think for a second and jot down some ideas. What do you already know about sharks? Go ahead and pause the video and think about it. Write some ideas down in your reading journal. Okay, welcome back. Did you write down some things that you already know about sharks? Good. I know that you probably know a lot about sharks. This will be really helpful as we read this article today. When good readers read, they think about what they already know about a topic and keep this background knowledge in mind. As I read this article, I'm going to show you how I think about what I already know about sharks to help me understand new information. It's easier to make sense of new information when we think about our background knowledge. I'm going to create an anchor chart. It will have two columns. The first column will be titled, What I Think I Know, and the second column will be titled, What I Learned. First, I will jot down a few things I already know about sharks in the What I Know column. Then, as I read and come across new information, I'll add that learning to the What I Learned column. The purpose of this anchor chart is to show us how we connect what we already know to the new information. This anchor chart shows us how our thinking can change as we learn new information. And when we may even discover that some of the information we thought we knew is not completely accurate. This is not a big deal if we aren't totally correct, because one of the reasons we read is to discover any misconceptions that we might have had and change our thinking accordingly. A misconception is something that we thought we knew, but it turns out not to be exactly accurate. Reading is a great place to sort out misconceptions. I want you to take some time now and copy down this anchor chart into your reading journal. You will use this later to complete the assignment. Pause now and do this. All right, I hope you copied that down. You don't need to write anything in it right now, but you will use it later. I'm going to begin by jotting a few things down I already think I know about sharks. I know that there are many different kinds of sharks. I also know that great whites are the most dangerous kind. I know that sharks are very fast swimmers, so I'm going to write that down as well in the What I Think I Know column. Now, I think sharks like the taste of humans, so let's add this one to the I Think I Know column as well. Now that we've added our thoughts to the What I Think I Know column, I'm going to start thinking about what I'm learning by reading these different kinds of sharks on the bottom of the page where it says Top 5 Heaviest Sharks, right here. Here, next to this diagram of sharks, it says that there are at least 370 kinds of sharks. Wow, I never knew that. That's really new information to me. The exact number of different kinds of sharks, Listen to the word that signaled the new information for me. I never knew that. When I hear those words in my inner voice, I know that I'm learning something new. So I'm going to write this information down in the what I learned in the second column. We also think we know that sharks like the taste of humans, or at least I think I do. Now I'm going to read Summer of the Shark, and I'm going to pay attention to what I'm reading and see if I learn anything new. Summer of the Shark. Sharks don't really like to bite people. What? I need to read that again. Sharks don't really like to bite people. This is new news to me. I'm going to read on. A great white shark prefers to eat a seal. A bull shark loves fish and even another shark. Huh, very interesting. There's an example of a misconception I must have had. I thought that sharks like to eat people. I saw Jaws, a very famous movie, and it definitely looked as though the great white loved to eat people. Connecting our background knowledge to new information often helps us understand. But sometimes when that background information or that background knowledge is inaccurate, we form a misconception. Reading this article cleared up my misconception and gave me new insight into sharks and their eating habits. I'm going to cross out sharks really like the taste of humans, and I'm going to write what I learned in the I learned column. That sharks don't really like to bite people. They prefer seals. I'm also going to mark this information with a star after reading because it changed my thinking. You have your copy of the article and you have the graphic organizer chart which you've written down and copied into your reading journal. You are going to take some time to show what you learned. I want you to write down any of your thoughts that you already know about sharks in the first column, what I think I know. 2 to 3 should be good. If you have any more, that's even better. Then I want you to read any part of the article or all of the article and record your new learning in the What I Learned column. Once you've finished reading and recording your new learning, take a picture of your chart and turn it into your teacher through Google Classroom how they instruct. Have a great time reading and learning new information. Remember, it's okay if your new information changes what you thought you knew before. We read to learn and make connections. Have a great day.